The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah, what's good, Joe? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, man, shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Patscorpio, the New England representative. And as always, man, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What it do, man? It's your boy Jeezy Shutterworth, Lauderdale Boss, the Soul Wars, aka the GOAT artist, Ring Gang in the building.
Yes, sir. Forever and always, man. So yeah, LB, man. So tonight we're going to talk about recapping the quadruple header, from last weekend on ESPN, headlined with Sergey Kovalev versus Eleider Alvarez for the WBO light heavyweight title. But before we get to the main event, we'll go through the undercard real quick. Now, before that, I myself, I was trying to get down there. We were, blessed with an opportunity. We were blessed with an opportunity, but unfortunately, it didn't work out because unfortunately, taking flights to Texas is in last minute is not the easiest thing in the world to plan, especially on Super Bowl weekend. So it was unfortunate. However, though, I did, obviously, watched it on the TV, and for the most part, it was an interesting card. The first fight that aired,
interesting or entertaining?
The undercard was full of fades. Some were interesting, some were entertaining.
Yeah, because overall, I thought the card, on paper, the card looked damn good, but the way everything played out, I was still satisfied. Like it was a good card. It's probably one of the best stacked cards we've had so far this year. I know the year early, but let's see if we'll get any better cards than this. But right now, they set the bar.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then they set it off now with, they set off with Richard Kami going for his second attempt at a world title, the IBF lightweight title, against Isa Shaineev. Now, neither of us, me and myself, have ever seen Isa Shaineev fight before. All we know is when that title became vacant, when Mikey didn't want to defend it against Kami, he just happened to be this random cat that we saw in the ratings at number 2, while Kami was at number 1. So we was like, random Russian. Yeah, career mode.
Player select.
Dude was 13-1 with 6 KOs. And then you won it. But this is the IBF. As I mentioned before, the IBF be having the weirdest people high up in their ratings. This is just another example of this. What's a 13-1 with 6 KOs cat doing there who's never fought on American TV doing that high up? You know what I'm saying?
Number 2, right? Like, damn.
Yeah, number two. And who hadn't beaten anyone of notoriety at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was kind of weird that he was up there, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So Kami came up in there and didn't waste no motherfucking time. None.
At all.
The fight was over from the first time Kami, because Shaineev, fought an incredibly stupid fight. Kami is 27-2, or excuse me, now he's 28-2 with 25 KOs. You're not gonna. What do? You wait in and try to trade with the guy, and basically Kami won the fight when he dropped him with that absolutely vicious right hand. Shaineev pretty much after that was just like, oh damn, let me try to survive this shit because this nigga hurt me. And he made it out of the first round, but he didn't make it out of the second round. That's for damn sure.
Kami was throwing.
Yeah, Kami was on his ass. Real talk, and the referee had to stop that shit. I was like, damn, this shit was a low key mismatch. Because I wasn't high key if I actually seen the dude fight before. But this shit was an absolute mismatch. So congratulations to Kami. He finally got himself a world title, and then we have another Ghanaian world champion in boxing.
And a potential Loma opponent.
Yeah, man, that's the thing though. And apparently, both fighters prior to that had actually signed. Whoever won would actually go face Lomachenko for a 3-belt unification. So Kami seems to be the next opponent. However, there was some reports, and I think reports that was damn near like 5 minutes after the fight came up, saying that Kami was complaining about his knuckle in his hand. So, yeah. So unfortunately, we gotta wait a little bit to know, because I think he's getting an MRI or whatever, just to know if he could actually make that day. Because I think they're trying to hold that in April. LB, was it April?
Damn, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it was a stupid quick turnaround. Yeah, they weren't fucking around with that. It was like,
I can see May. I mean, but damn, April gonna be right here.
Well, shit. I mean, it wasn't like the nigga broke a sweat. I mean, 2 rounds. Shit, that's if he can probably get into another 2 months. What's that?
I'm just saying for injury's sake.
Yeah, for injury's sake. Yeah, obviously you do want him here. You don't want. I mean, if it is a fairly serious hand injury, you don't want him going in there. A short turnaround or whatever, and you end up fucking up your hand even more, and you develop chronic hand injuries. So hopefully MRIs everything turns to be okay. Because Kami and Lomachenko will be a hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. Now I pay to see that shit. Oh man! So the next fight that they aired was the return of Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez, as we all know, was out for the better part of 2018 after absolutely grueling and bloody fight with Scott Quigg. In which he got his jaw broke and his teeth knocked out. On top of that,
about in the Boxing Year End Awards. Y'all go check that out in the archives.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean,
just thought I'd throw that in there.
Exactly, because that fight really was outstanding for what it was. I mean, that shit was an old school fade.
Man, Valdez deserved a break. So,
after getting a break.
Yeah. I had to get the hell yeah. So he took the break and he's back against a guy who could box, and he landed some. You know what I mean? Because it's Oscar Valdez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Got destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, dude, I think the only thing he landed was jab. And the funny thing is, too, that jab still managed to mark up Valdez's face.
He was cutting jab when he was throwing, especially in the first couple of rounds. Like, he even landed, I think, a few crosses. But, I mean, it's obviously you saw dude did his best, but it was just his levels to this shit, man. And
right.
Valdez, with all his flaws and coming back off a layoff, he's still better than dude.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. And then there were levels too, especially by the mid fight, where you could tell Valdez. I mean, he was just walking dude down, and it was just everything. I think he dropped him twice in the 4th, and then he went down in the 6th, and then in the 7th round. I mean, pretty much. I mean, that shit was delayed. Like, it was beautiful. It was a left jab and fall, but it was left that fall by a right uppercut. That caught him like flush, like boom, and that Italian dude, he fell in a heap. Like the referee didn't even bother to count. He was like, nah, bro.
Each knockdown just seemed hard. Like it almost seemed like Valdez was fighting someone, 2 divisions lower or some shit.
Yeah, he did. He definitely looked bigger. Yeah, man, and so Valdez, he had a successful return. Was able to defend his featherweight title for the 5th time, and some hilarity afterwards, where the Italian dude, after getting sent to the bushes, actually got down on one knee and proposed to his lady that actually watched him get knocked out. I don't think I've ever seen that shit before. I mean, usually if they win, fine, but not when they lose. I'd be like, shit, I gotta think of another scenario because this shit ain't happening.
Yeah. But, he went out on his shield, so I mean, and he fought somebody who's obviously better than him, and he still, landed some shots, so I guess I could kind of see, the angle he was working with. Maybe he's like, look, you can't, you see this ass whooping I took, girl, I love you, like, you can't tell me no. No tonight, so, but, hopefully that works out and, it's all good,
Yeah, Thomasone, and his lady, man, congratulations, if you're actually hearing this or you come across this, man, but I'm just saying, bruh, if you lose, man, I'd say, let me try it again at some Italian restaurant and try this again.
Over some Alfredo or some
yeah, exactly,
carbonara or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Now you can't be doing that shit when your mind is in the bushes, man. That's an important question to pop.
Like taller than, if she was bigger than him.
Yeah.
Like the nigga looked like he was standing on his tippy toes, kissing her and shit. I'm like, oh man, like.
Damn.
You just got brutalized, and then now you're like, marry me, and you're on your toes kissing her, and she's all happy. Like, that shit was funny.
That shit was just so mad random, man.
Yeah.
It
was more random than the lights going out in the Broner Pacquiao fight, or I think it was that card, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what fight it was, but that shit was random. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No. I mean, this shit went on like temporarily for like 10 seconds and the shit came back on.
I'm like, damn. Like, okay, but next.
Yeah. And then after that, those 2 fights were actually aired on regular ESPN. That was from like 10 to 12. And then after that, the next half of the fight aired on ESPN Plus. Why in the hell they did this? I don't know. I thought it was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
But, I was not feeling that. I was like, if you're gonna air the whole card, if you just do it one or the other, just not do half of it. There's no reason.
We want you to get on, subscribe to them ESPN Plus. I mean, we get it. Jeez.
Yeah. They put the whole damn card on ESPN Plus then.
Yeah, for real. Like,
it was annoying.
I digress.
Right, and then the opener for that half was Teofimo Lopez versus Diego Magdaleno. Now this fight, on paper was looking like it was going to be a test for Lopez.
Test. No type of Glenn Johnson type of test, but a decent test.
Exactly.
Wow, man, that test got.
Yeah, basically Lopez passed that shit with flying colors, my dude.
He shot up the fucking Scantrons.
Yep.
Tied a cement block to it. Put the middle of the fucking Lake Okeechobee in Florida. Drop that motherfucker in the middle. And Put a dynamite stick in that bitch. Open up.
Yo, like Lopez.
That's what that shit was. Like,
yeah, Lopez whooped that boy's ass. Oh man, like I said, Lopez whooped that boy's ass. I mean, that shit wasn't even fair. Like it was just like it was reflexes and everything was just on point.
There was so many haymakers that dude was landing clean. Honestly, it reminded me of those Shane Mosley fights back at lightweight. Maybe not as violent because Shane Mosley was super fucking quick. If y'all remember prime Shane Mosley at lightweight, where he would just rattle off damn 4 or 5 punch haymaker combinations. Lopez wasn't racking up the combos, but the 1s and 2s, like in the walking down, the whole menacing villain angle he was doing.
Yeah,
credit to Magdaleno for lasting as long as he did. Shame on the left and in the corner though, because y'all niggas really could have stopped that shit.
Right, pretty much. I was just like, I think after the 5th round, I was like, okay, ref, you can call this shit. Corner, you can call this shit. Doctors, you can call this shit.
Round too long.
Right, and then
out punch.
And then what happens? Magdaleno is on the receiving end of a highlight reel knockout. Like not even the knockout was coming, and when it came, you're still like, damn, like 2 left hooks. Like he loaded them shits too. It was like fucking Razor Ruddock knocking out Michael Dokes. The first left hook, boom. Magdaleno was already on Queer Street, and the second one, this nigga absolutely leapt into that shit.
This nigga powered up. He held the damn R1 and L1's button down. The Tekken energy bar went all the way full.
And that nigga, I mean, Magdaleno, and the funny thing too, and when Magdaleno went down, the fucking ref was counting. I'm like, did you not see this man just take a loaded up left hook? Stop the fight. I mean, he was out there just counting, like he was mad. He was mad at company. Like usually, Lawrence Cole on them Texas cards usually be incompetent, but that ref was easily the most incompetent ref of that night.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's a terrible job, man. And it's like it's the ref's job to protect the fighters, even though the fighters gotta protect themselves. But damn, can we like look out for them sometimes? Like,
right? I mean, we
in a situation like that, like the man already took an extra round of an ass whooping that he didn't need. The whole extra punch, the last punch, that was unnecessary. Like he ain't have to take that. But I'm not shitting on Lopez because hey, I would have did the same fucking thing. Look, they ain't stopping it. I'ma just keep teeing off on you. But I'm not gonna fucking just quit myself and be like, alright, you win. I don't want like, nah, nigga, this the hurt business, But still, like the corner, man, y'all niggas, shame on y'all niggas, man. Real talk. Y'all got all that rah-rah and shit after Lopez posterizes this nigga and he doing the little clowning and dancing and shit and sweeping you off to the side. Like, yeah, y'all want to get rah-rah'd in, but y'all should have been rah-rah and stopped that damn fight earlier in the earlier round.
Exactly. So I mean, it looks like Magdaleno was okay. So, good for them. But it was just like, damn.
Okay, now, man, an ass whooping like that should stay with you for a while. Nah. We don't know how this man's career gonna look after that. We don't know, man.
In the meanwhile, I know for now they're probably going to be fast tracking Lopez to a title shot soon, and Magdaleno, of course, will probably need another soft touch after absorbing that ass whooping.
Several soft touches. He need to be on the Oscar Valdez plan.
Word. Word.
I'll take a page out of Mac's book. throwback right now. Forgotten fade. The fade wasn't even long enough for it to be remembered, but we boxing niggas, man.
Exactly.
If y'all remember that fight with Rigging Dial with Tion Kennedy, and that shit was so one-sided and brutal, and it didn't even last that long. And I think Max Kellerman was like, man, I almost want to make that count for 2 losses against Kennedy. Like, it was so one-sided and so that's what this one felt like. I haven't seen a fight where I'm like, damn, that nigga lost twice. Maybe up there with Cintron and Sergio Martinez. But that really did happen twice. But
exactly.
This is different. Like, this nigga gave him 2 losses within 1 actual loss. Wow, crazy. But yeah, I agree. They gonna try to fast track Lopez. I know niggas weren't really feeling the whole hijinks and clowning and shit, man. Fuck it, I love it, man. Hype up the sport. The whole sweeping, the going to his corner part was kind of, I would say that was doing a little too much though. But the only way I see, like, I won't say nothing about shit like that if during the build up y'all niggas is really talking shit and beefing and that shit's real and y'all hate each other, like. Then it's like, hey, it's whatever. Like that time Eric Morales knocked out that dude and he walked over him type of shit.
Yeah, man. So let's say this boxing's the hurt business, man.
Yeah, like once you win, man, winner take all, man.
Exactly.
That's what happens, and you can't control what a nigga do when he doing his victory laps and shit, and you on the ground, like, you got to keep that in mind. And on the flip side, you don't want to overdo it and get that bad karma, because Lopez might get what he asking for. He might get fast tracked to somebody real dangerous, and he might get clipped or something. And now that nigga clowning, so
right. Oh man.